Yo, what's up, guys? Premydaremy in the house, showcasing for you guys today Knuckles, Omega, and Vector gameplay in Sonic Runners Adventure. So this is basically part 3 of the playthrough. In the first part, we showcased Green Hill, which was the speed area, which we showcased the Sonic, Shadow, and Espio. In the second part, we did Desert Ruins, which is the flight area, and we showcased Tails, Rouge, and Charmy. So now we're about to get into Lava Mountain, which is the power area. So yeah, we're gonna start this off with Knuckles right now. So let's try stage 26, because I'm not about to do all the stages, because I've actually played ahead. I'm almost done with the game, but you know what, we're gonna get into this. The game actually came out a while back on the Game Love store and some underground shit, and I covered the first 2 parts then, and I kind of forgot about it. But then they recently made the game official, so it's now on the Play Store, so I had to repurchase it and get back to where I was. But nonetheless, we're gonna showcase this. So let's get to stage 26 right now and show off one of the 3 types of the levels, because we got loop levels, finite levels, and infinite levels. So we're gonna showcase all 3 types of levels, and then we'll showcase the boss of the area. So let's get into a looped level with Knuckles right now. So our missions are to collect rings, so we're going to do that to get the stars, even though I've already gotten the stars because I played ahead. But yeah, let's pick some buddies right now. So first of all, we're collecting rings, so let me see which buddies we should go. RC UFO, chance of collecting missed rings is 25%, so we're going to keep that buddy on. And then let's just go with the Knuckles Armor Chow. Yeah, let's go with that. So that will increase the booster item duration for power type characters by 5 seconds. So let's equip that, and let's give Knuckles some level up love, because he's only on level 3. Let's get into that level 4 though. Let's go to that level 4 though, because I mean I've unlocked everything, so I can spend my rings on level ups and buddies, I guess. So let's get into this. All right, so time for, what kind of level is it? I've forgotten. Time for Lava Mountain or loop level. So loop level, if you haven't been following the playthrough, is basically, it's like laps. You do multiple laps, and the rings don't respawn, but the enemies do. So because the rings don't respawn, you want to make sure you grab as many rings as possible. So yeah, that's pretty much what loot level is. Now, some of these missions may seem hard, but the trick is you just got to use the right character and not do what I just did there, which is get hit. But your rings will still count even if you get hit for the missions. But the goal is to pick the right character and level up the characters. So right now I'm not actually using the right character, because the Chaotix members are the best for any ring related missions, because what they do is, after you grab, I think it's after you get a certain amount of rings, you see the rings don't show up anymore. After you get a certain amount of rings, you basically, what's it called? A bunch of the rings will start turning into 10 rings, which makes it easier to get whatever ring missions you want. But that's with Chaotix members only. So by me using regular Knuckles, I'm making it harder for myself, but because I'm trying to do this showcase right now, I'm kind of just, you know, doing that anyway. But yeah, so you would use like a Chaotix member. So because it's a power type stage, you'd use Vector, and of course have him leveled up, and then that would be, oh wow, that would be how you would win the thing. But yeah, as you can see, I'm kind of slacking hard right now, because I don't play this a lot. Like I had to play to get back to where I was, but still, like I don't play that much. But this one isn't too hard, so we've already beaten it. So it's final lap, but we pretty much done what we need to do. We've beaten the stage with Knuckles. Well, we have to get to the end for our stars to count, but either way, we've done what we need to do here. So let's keep going. But yeah, I mean, aside from that, it's similar to regular runners. You haven't got the stroke or anything, but it's still kind of like runners. I mean, the patterns are different as well. Like regular runners, the patterns are so much better. Like I just love playing endless mode in that, and there's no real endless mode in this game. There is an infinite mode, which I'll show off, but it's not truly infinite. You know, it's you know, it's weak, and we know infinite's not weak. I'm just making puns, but we beat that. So as you can see, your homie Knuckles. Wow. So we got 636 rings, but we only kept 197 because I lost a bunch of them. So yeah. Alright, so now that we finished that, it's time to get into an infinite level, which is stage 34, which is one of them here. So one of those levels that veers off the natural path. As you can see, it kind of just veers off from where the boss is. But we're going to do this level with the homie Omegs though. So there's 3 missions here: collect 2,000 rings, and then get to a certain distance, which is easy, and then do a certain amount of enemies. So the rings one, as I said before, is Chaotix, but the enemies one is best to be done with Team Dark, because Team Dark, you actually get like a boost of where certain enemies go gold. So actually, let me check the help thing, because it explains it here. Like, okay, let's go to the types of characters. Okay, so where is it? Team skills. Okay, so Team Dark, all enemies turn into gold enemies, which counts as 2 normal enemies for a limited time. So I don't know how to activate. Oh, collect rings to fill the progress. But yeah, I thought it was rings. I was guessing, but I wasn't sure. So when you get a certain amount of rings, then the bonus activates. But yeah, so we're gonna get to Omega. And when the enemies turn into gold enemies, they basically count as 2 enemies. So if you're doing an enemy mission like the third star over here, then that's gonna help you with that. So we want to get some buddies that will help with this as well. So let me see. Chance of defeating a missed enemy. So we want to equip that. So replace that. And then this, chance of defeating an enemy or destroying an obstacle instead of getting damaged. This is very helpful as well. So you would think that these missions are a bit hard, because I used to think they were hard. But once you level up the characters and start equipping the right buddies, these things become pretty easy. The distance mission should be pretty easy as well. So the only real challenge here is the rings, because I'm not using a Chaotix member and I'm not using, you know, buddies that would help that cause of getting rings. But obviously I've already gotten the stars here, as you can see in the highlight, they're already lit up. So I'm just doing it again essentially for the showcasing aspect of, you know, the video, because the whole purpose of the video is to showcase things. And sometimes they have these little things to tell you when it's a ring route or an enemy route, but I swear sometimes it'll be a ring route and there'll be a ton of enemies there, so I don't even trust that thing. You know, I've already got trust issues, so like, but yeah, we've got E123 Omega here, the Don, the best Sonic robot. Yes, the best Sonic robot, even better than Metal Sonic. Okay, I mean, okay, I know Metal Sonic is though. Metal Sonic is, I'm not gonna lie, but Metal Sonic is just Sonic in robot form, essentially, in evil. But Omega is his own thing. Some people might call him, like, you know, discount Gamma or whatever, but Omega is better than Gamma because he's not plagued by feelings. He's just raw, ruthless, plenty of that and much more. So as you can see, those enemies went gold, and you can see the little timer shows up on Omega, like right next to him, to show how long that effect can last or whatever. It also shows up for like power-ups and shit. So if you equip a power-up, then that will affect that as well. But yeah, oh shit. See, the thing about the power characters, and this is a problem I had with original runners as well, they're so underpowered. Like everyone else has crazy height, like triple jump, you know, flight. Power characters got like a jump and then a glide thing and then a jump. It's so weird to control. But honestly, the power stages have always been my least favorite in the runners games. But it is what it is. Like, they're the only characters that I would never use in other stages. Like, speed characters, you wouldn't want to use them in the flight stages, but you kind of can. Flight characters work well in the speed stages, you know, to be honest. But power characters, man, even in their own stages, they're kind of a pain. Alright, so I get those golds, and those clocks give me more time, because this is a infinite level, which really just means that you have a timer, and once the time runs out, then the level's over. Although it will let you add 15 seconds by reviving, which you revive with gold rings, because if you don't know, if you haven't watched the playthrough, there are no red rings in this game. You pay a fixed price for the game, and that's basically it. You're good, you're golden, you're Gucci, you're main. You know, you're Black Beetles though. You're Black Beetles. Check out the parody though. You know, Mania is a real fan. Okay, I'm sorry, but yeah. So yeah, there's no gold ring, there's no red rings, so it's very easy to unlock the characters. Just play the game. You just have to spend like £2 on the game, which I think is like $3. You know, ooh, we got the bonus level thing. Cool. So we're gonna get into the bonus level. I want to see that. But I don't know if, yeah, I haven't showcased it in this part, so it'll be good to show that off. Oh, okay, hit that. Your boy's slaying though, but I want to bank these rings. I'm trying to stack up on rings. I want to max level up all my characters. I forgot what the max is. I thought it was 5, but it might be more than 5, it might be 10. I have to check, because obviously, you know, I lost my save data, because once they moved to the Play Store, the old GameLoft version of the app didn't even work anymore, so I literally had no choice but to buy it again or never play it again. And I was tempted to pick the second option, but I was like, you guys deserve a finished playthrough, you know, especially since your boy didn't, you know, finish his Sonic Adventure playthrough that he started in 2015, you know what I mean? So yeah, I thought, you know, might as well. Okay, I mistimed that. Okay, no, we're good. I'm playing so well, like not to pat myself on the back or anything, but I was playing like trash when I wasn't recording. Usually it's the other way around. Like, I play like trash when I'm recording, but right now I'm kind of slaying this thing right now. But there's still like a minute left in the stage, so, and I still haven't beaten the missions yet. The distance mission, once you beat the distance mission, the whole thing will just end. Like, the moment you beat all the objectives, then the infinite level ends. So it's not truly infinite. Wow, got hit. Okay, go, nice. All right, so yeah, we beat the first 2. So the moment I get that distance, 3700, which you can see at the bottom is I'm not there yet, that's when the stage will just abruptly end. Or if the timer ends first, then it'll ask me, yo, do you want to, you know, spend money? Or if I die, then it'll ask me, do you want to spend money or rings to revive? And then if you were out of time, they will just give you more seconds, and then it will give you the opportunity to beat the objective. So yeah, pretty simple. So as long as you got some rings to revive, these missions are really not a pain. So all those times when I'm supposed to be taking damage, because I got that body, it's like 50% of the time, instead of taking damage, you basically just, what's it called? You basically kill enemies instead or something. It's like 50% chance or something like that. It kills an enemy. So the buddies just really help. You just gotta have the right equipment, and this shit will be easy. Wow, I said that and I got hit, but you know, it's still your boy though. We still slay. It's your boy. So yeah, I didn't get the distance in time, so I have to revive, and then it'll give me 15 more seconds to get the distance. And if I still don't get it, then I can just revive again. So yeah, it's really not hard. Good. Like, I get that original runners is a bit like cheaty in a sense, like, but I feel like they made this one a bit too easy. But I guess you pay for it, so they got their money out of you, so they don't need to roulette you, I guess. The thing about the roulette is that even though it rinses you way more than $3 or whatever, not everyone does it. So it's like they have to recoup based off the people that do it. But in this one, everyone's playing. So okay. Oh, I've already done because I've beaten the mission before, it literally would just let me keep going forever. I forgot. Not forever, but I forget. Let me just die. I've already done what I need to do. I don't need to survive. So, okay, we get the bonus level. So if you grab that little power-up thing, which I don't know if you saw me grab it. I think I mentioned it. Then you get to go into this little cool area here, which just gets you a bit more rings and, you know, looks like egg reverie. So, yeah. But let's go here, grab these rings, and it should be done in like the next 5 or 10 seconds. But yeah, it's just some bonus rings. I've gotten all the characters now, so the rings are just like for level ups and shit. Like, I'm not that bothered about rings like I was before, but it's cool, it's cool. So there we go, and we're done. And it says try again, like I didn't beat the thing. I don't know why it says that. I got everything, the rings, I got the distance, I got, you know, but we're done with that. So now we can just pretty much get into Vector. On what stage should we go to? Let's go stage 30, which is a finite level. So yeah, that's the third type, or I think this is the main type of stage. You see a lot more finites than the other ones. So this one is just a fixed end, and then do the missions within the end. So you got grab rings, more stars. I've already got all 3 of the stars because it's pretty easy. So we're gonna equip Vector because the Chaotix characters, they just you're gonna see right now how they just OP with the rings, and we're gonna pick the right buddies for this thing. So let me see. Chance of keeping on, that's just keeping. It doesn't really help with the mission, but maybe I'll show that off in the finale or something. I don't know. RC UFO, chance of collecting mist rings. Yes, we want that. So let's put RC UFO there. And then what else is there? Yakka's just like the magnet. I guess I could use that, but I don't really care about that. Now let's go with Knuckles Armor Chow, yeah, because that just increases the booster item duration for power characters. So let's put that there. Alright, there we go. And let's put like a booster. Let's put a magnet, yeah. So yeah, you can have booster items as well. I never really use them because I just don't feel like I need them. Like, not to sound like I'm like good at the game or anything. I just don't see the point. Like, the missions are so easy, you don't really need them. Like, but we'll put it on anyway. We'll show them off, just to show them off. This is a pretty easy mission. You just gotta get the rings. And with Chaotix, leveled up to the way it's leveled up, the more level up you are, basically the longer your bonus is lost. So if the rings turn into 10s, which you'll see them happen like when it unlocks, but if the rings turn to 10s, then the more leveled up you are, the longer it lasts. So what I'll probably do is when the rings start to turn to 10s on 10s on 10s, then I will turn on the magnet and you will see. So those 10s don't count. Those are just part of the main level design. But you're gonna see once the thing gets activated, the shit is gonna go 10s on 10s on 10s, and then you'll see what I mean. Right, so there's these weird scripted sections where the HUD just disappears and the game just plays itself. I didn't mention that before, but it's kind of weird. It lasts way too long. I think it's like a speed up section, like in the original runners you had that. Okay, now look at that. Look at the 10s, and you can see the timer by Vector shows how long it's gonna last. So we are grabbing 10s on 10s on 10s right now, and it makes these missions so easy once you level up. Like, look at that. So yeah, it's pretty simple. And the way the HUD is, it makes it seem like you haven't made much progress with the mission, but after you hit like the first star, then everything just starts moving faster. Like, it's weird. Alright, so we just got the bonus ring thing, so we're gonna get into the bonus level, I guess, so we'll get to see that. Alright, go here. Oh god, I miss runners though. Like, this game is cool, and I like that it's not overly money grabbing. But honestly, if red rings were easier to get in runners, and the roulette was like 5 rings to spin instead of like 50, and once you land on the character egg, you just get whichever character you haven't already gotten instead of giving you the same shit again, I would have been fine with original runners. Like, you know, I mean, 2.0 definitely added a lot more money grabbing shit that shouldn't have been added, but overall, like, I still prefer original runners, you know. Maybe it's just the nostalgia effect. I mean, runners helped build my channel. Like, without runners, there would have been no 24,000 subs, which I'm so grateful for, by the way. Like, without runners, there wouldn't have been that. And it was like the first playthrough I finished on my channel, and the added fact that you could never play runners again, like, the game actually doesn't work. Like, say what you want about 06 or any other game that gets hate, or Rise of Lyric or Lost World or whatever, you can still play them. You can pick up your console or your PC, depending on the game, and just play it. Runners is actually dead. You cannot play the game. It's a weird feeling. It's the first Sonic game that they've said, you know, we banned you from playing it. Like, you can't do shit. Like, some people tried to do a custom server thing. I don't know what happened with that, but I don't think it lasted, because I ain't heard anything about it. You know, wow, you know, I wanted to get it working, but I don't know if they're still working on it, especially now with the sequel being made. But shout out to that Runners fan game that I covered the other day, because that looked kind of dope. Honestly, like, I want to see where that goes, because it looks more in the style of the original Runners. Like, I miss that stroke design. Oh yeah, that's another thing that Runners did for my channel. Like, it inspired, like, the design of my thumbnails and everything. So so much I owe to Runners that, even though, you know, I may have used my dad's credit card to get things on the roulette wheel years ago, just so I could get, you know, 4,000 views on those showcases. Like, even though I still, you know, rinsed my account trying to get those things, like, I still have love for Runners, honestly. You know, I don't know, it's definitely got some sentimental value for me. So I don't think Runners Adventure can ever top that. Plus, whenever there's an adventure game, the original is always better. Sorry, like, SA1 beats SA2, Rush beats Rush Adventure. Like, sorry, like, it's always when they add adventure to it afterwards, and it's like, okay, no, the original was better. Runners beats Runners Adventure. Like, sorry, SA2 fans. Like, you know, I love SA2. Don't get it twisted. And actually, now that Forces is out, I might have to do my top 10 Sonic games, because I didn't want to do it before Forces, just in case Forces wowed me and it's like, oh, my list is irrelevant. Because at the beginning of the year, I did like a top 5 Green Hill Zone themes video, and then freaking Mania had to come out, and then I'm like, oh no, I don't have Mania's Green Hill on my list. You know, I was rating the music, obviously, so kind of ruined that. So it's like, I wanted to wait for Forces to come out before I went and did, like, you know, a top 10 games. I'm like, oh, I actually like Forces. So, but now that it's out, you know, I don't think it's going to be in the top 10, but, you know, now that it's out, I can at least do it and not have to worry that there's going to be another game in 2 months that's going to, you know, F up the list. So yeah, that's pretty much it. But that was pretty much Vector's showcase. So, you know, I guess cool to see Vector playable, and it only cost me like 2,500 rings, so it's so cheap, honestly. Like, it's just crazy. But anyway, we just beat that. How many rings did we hold on to? Only 300. We grabbed like almost 5,000 rings, only held on to 300 because I didn't bank them at the checkpoints. So, but we got another 366 just from the bonus stage alone. So yeah, pretty much done with that. Okay, so now that we've shown off every character for this area, we're gonna get to the boss right now. So you can collect rings to get 1 star, and you can defeat the boss within 180 seconds using, I think, a para character to get the 2nd star. So on that, and defeat the boss with no damage to get the 3rd star. I'm not doing that right now because that's long. If I happen to do it, then whatever, but I don't know. So let's switch back to the homie Nox, and what body should I use? Chance of defeating enemy trying. Most of these things don't really help for the bosses. Chance of collect. Okay, yeah, let's just keep it on what it's on now, and then I guess we'll equip an invincibility, because why not? And let's level up the homie Nox to level 5. Oh, so level 5 is max level. Yeah, I was right. Okay, so yeah, let's get into this right now. So to accomplish your current goals, you should use what the fuck are you talking about? Wait, hold on. I'm on Lava Mountain. That's the Knuckles area, isn't it? I'm using a power character, man. Get out of here. Tell me what characters I can and cannot use. I'm the Remy. I do my own shit, but they are right though. Like the fight characters are just better, you know. Like the power characters are honestly not the ideal character to use. Honestly, like dodging these obstacles is so much easier with a speed or flight character. But yeah, obviously this is a Knuckles showcase, so I can't do that, you know, or power showcase. So yeah. So in original runners, like wow, see what I mean? See what I mean? Like, you know, so with original runners, like you would have bosses where, let me activate that invisibility quick. With original runners, you'd have bosses where you're either hitting Eggman or you're bouncing the yellow thing at him. But in this game, you have both in the same boss. So before we had to bounce the yellow ball at him, and after that it was like, oh, okay, now we gotta, you know, hit him when he runs into us. So it mixed it together, I guess. Okay, so you gotta be careful. Don't jump when it's bouncing too high. Okay, hit that. Yeah, so I messed up there. Okay, okay, rings. Okay, cool. I'm not even halfway in yet. See, power characters are just so stunted, man. Seriously, like, God. I miss when power characters were freaking OP, you know, which was like, you know, heroes, you know. They were so OP. Like, you got 3 level ups with Knuckles, like, that was it. Shift rock, yeah, you land. That shit's like an explosion. Now it's just like, in 06, and I love 06, but in 06, like, power characters, they couldn't attack for shit. Like, luckily, the only time you use them is when you don't need to kill enemies, or when they got those little lava lamps there to, like, you know, just you hit those things, and then the enemies just die. So it's like, oh, who cares really? But, you know, okay, hit that, and we're done. And once again, I took damage, so I didn't even get that final star. But who cares? The only reason you need the stars, like, is because you need like a certain amount of stars to unlock the next area. But I've already gotten the maximum requirement because I got into the final area. But still, so yeah. But yeah, we pretty much shown off Lava Mountain. So anyway, man, that was the end of this video. We showcased Knuckles, Omega, and Vector gameplay in Lava Mountain. So make sure to like this video, leave a comment, let me know what you thought about the video, and if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe to the channel for more videos like this. Sonic Games, Mario Games, Nintendo Games, you know the drill, man, and make sure to stay tuned for Sky Sanctuary, where we showcase the final boss, and I guess we'll show some stages of Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles, because Sky Sanctuary actually uses all types of stages, so you've got speed, flight, and power stages, so we can show off Team Sonic and then do the final boss of Sonic. And I don't know if there's Super Sonic or anything, because I haven't done the final boss. You can see there's no stars there, so yeah, we'll stay tuned for that. But yeah, man, let me know what you guys think about this game. Let me know how you're finding it, because it's not out to the public. But yeah, man, it's a wrap right now, so thanks you guys for watching. It's been real. Premy out.